Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Simpler Living PEI. Guess what? It finally rained. So it has been officially 2 months since we've had any rain. And the blackberries, yeah, the blackberries know it. Anyway, it has been a really harsh and rough couple of months on the homestead. And the gardens, the gardens know it. So, thought we'd do a quick garden update together this morning. And I can show you just how things have not been going well. But, first thing I want to show you is the strawberries. Seriously, oh my gosh. So, now there's officially no strawberries left. There's a couple maybe here or there. But check out the runners, guys. Look at this. We have more than enough strawberry runners that we will easily have a lot of strawberries next year. And I'm seriously looking forward to it. What I did not know, though, is we have a baby eggplant. Look at that. That is so cool. Alrighty. Oh, look, there's another one. Ha-ha. It is pretty crazy how I've been so distracted watering things, including the eggplants, that I didn't even really notice there were eggplants growing. So since our last garden update, I have been mad watering the gardens. We dug out old soaker hoses, ones that we had tried burying in the past, which didn't work. That was kind of a silly thing to try. And we picked up some new soaker hoses, just so it would be a little bit easier, especially out back. Let me take you out. So since the heat did break a few days ago, we've been mad working, trying to tidy things up, which really, they don't look good. I'm gonna warn you now. The corn, yeah, the heat did a serious number on the corn. We may get some cobs. There are a couple small ones starting, so we'll see what happens. Fred's potatoes, they're starting to die back as well. But we did find a couple of things. That apparently is an apple tree, and that apparently is a crabapple tree. I had no idea. Now, believe it or not, the mad watering though, it did give us some female flowers on a couple of the squash. As it stands right now, I think I have 2 butternut squash. That's it. So we did spend the last couple of days cleaning this one out. This whole garden, because of the mad watering, had so many weeds. It was just nuts. Let me get over here. But look. Butternuts. There are a couple more butternut squash in there. They're just little, but they're there. Whether we get any for the winter season is yet to be seen. So, but there are a lot of male flowers, so the bees have been happy. So one of the things about squash is to get the female flowers, so you could actually even just get the squash, you have to make sure they're watered. And it has been so hot and no rain that they did not get watered nearly as much as they should have. So when you have one hose and you have to move it all over the place, yeah, it gets a little rough. Now, if we're lucky, we will get a couple of butternut squash, but if I need to, I can get squash from the local farms as well. Now the other garden we tidied up is the upper garden. It's not perfect, but that's okay. All right. So our asparagus is still doing its thing. We have more than enough asparagus that we should be good for next year. It actually has flowered out. It looks good. Fred's potatoes, of course. All of these tomatoes, by the way, these are all volunteer tomatoes. None of these were actually planted. Most of them are cherries. Of course, they come up a little later because they're volunteers, but yeah, it's not so bad. There's actually a new one that I don't remember seeing. Oh, there's a couple more little ones too. Look at that. Okay, so there's more volunteer tomatoes even coming up. Fred must have spotted those because he did the weeding in here. The leeks, they're still growing. The problem with the leeks is that I had a hard time watering this corner, but hopefully they'll come back. The last 2 leeks from last year, though, have flowered, so hopefully we'll get some good seeds. Now, this has not been weeded yet. Don't judge me. But, oh, something's taking a nibble from the sweet potato. So this is that sweet potato that we planted, and it's vining out really well. Look at that. But this guy, well, let's get rid of that weed while we're at it. This guy here, that's that, basically it was a sweet potato shell. We just put it in the ground and it started to grow. But this mess in here, guys, there are cantaloupe and watermelon in here. They're not, this did get away from us way too much. Now, during the heat wave, well, I should say during both heat waves, what we had done is we did leave a lot of the weeds in the gardens. Yeah, the weeds were using up the water we were using to water the gardens, but it also helped retain a lot of the water because it did shade over the ground, and it did actually turn out to be pretty beneficial. I wish we could have kept it weeded and watered more, but you can only water so much. But that also being said, the watermelons really liked it. Check this out. Watermelon. So there is, I know of 3 watermelons. There's the second one. And then we have the one big one up here. This guy. But there are a few little tiny ones like that. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to grow to full size or not, but I guess we'll find out. Now these watermelons, these all just came from a watermelon we bought. The one that we bought from one of the local farms last year, and we kept the seeds. It worked out so well. Now the bottom garden though, the bottom garden looks terrible. It is nothing but weeds. The tomatoes are starting to ripen. A lot of the tomatoes, they didn't like the heat wave at all. I had a hard time keeping this garden watered successfully, and the voles have been in here making a mess. This garden is truly embarrassing. Are you ready? Yeah. So there are a few more tomatoes in here I have to pull. There's a whole bunch of green Roma tomatoes, believe it or not, in that mess. But that's okay. I'm all right with that. We do have a few zucchinis. check them out. Not very many, but we got a few. I have one English cucumber down there. We did, believe it or not, pull a turnip. But some of them are starting to get a little bit bigger. Let's make our way down. So here's the turnips, guys. I did pull one and we had it for dinner the other night. It was so good. Just saying. The Brussels sprouts are actually doing really well. And our one cucumber, I have no idea. It just looks weird. Looks weird. The beans are all done. We did take them all out. I yanked a bunch of beets. There's a few in there, and the majority of the onions, yeah. The majority of the onions didn't make it. The other thing that really is annoying is that we did have a bunch of raspberries. It was so dry that the raspberries were drying out before they ripened, so we got next to no raspberries this year. That's okay. We're gonna prune all these out and see what we can get, because you know, I like my raspberries. Oh, look at that. Our grandpa tree's got lots of nice apples on it. Oh, they're big this year too. Alrighty, so our big apple tree apparently really liked the heat. Nifty. Now, we don't really use these for much. Basically just make apple juice out of these. But we have a lot of apple juice, so the crows have been having fun with these, so we'll let the crows eat them this year. Anyway, let's continue on. Gosh, it's only going on 8 o'clock this morning. It feels so much earlier. It's crazy. Anyway, oh, our sunflowers are... Our chocolate sunflowers here, they're starting to dry out, some of the early ones. Look at all the heads on that. Aren't they pretty? They're a pretty color. I love that color. Look at that. Anyway, this garden is also an absolute mess. But the important part is our second planting of peas is starting to grow. I am hoping to get some peas, some more peas, because I like peas. We have approximately 7 to 7.5 cups of shelled peas in the freezer so far. This is the second planting. I'm hoping to get the same amount. We'll find out. We've yanked some carrots. But I have a question. Has anybody ever grown artichokes? Should they not have started to flower by now? These are the coolest plants. I love the plants. They are just the neatest things. But I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Curiosity issue. I just don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. Oh my goodness. Just a minute. Look at the size of that carrot. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay, it looks like we're going to be harvesting carrots soon. Yay. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, continue on. Carrots. We did get quite a few carrots actually finally germinate. They did grow, and apparently growing well. That's the biggest one. I've pulled a few so far, of course, for our dinners and things, and yay. Wow. I guess I'm going to have that for lunch. I can hear bees. They're probably hanging around these scarlet runner beans. Look at the size of these things. Aren't they cool? Apparently you can eat these when they're small, but I didn't plant them to eat. I just planted them because I wanted to attract the bees. And they are attracting the bees. Oh, we have a few sugar snap peas. Look at that. Maybe I'll have that with my carrot. These are pretty much done. I'm going to be ripping those out soon. And the peppers. The peppers. The peppers. Look at that. He's ready to come out, I think, almost. I actually have peppers. Like actual peppers. This makes me happy. I didn't get any chili. Oh, wait a minute. I lied. No, that's a sweet pepper. There's a couple of sweet peppers there. These sweet peppers are just about ready to come out. Look at that. Two big, nice, almost red sweet peppers. Look at that. And then I did plant some spring onions, some more little lettuce that did not seem to germinate, and some radishes. There's a few radishes in here that look like they might be ready to pluck. The bugs have been having some fun with the greens, but that's okay. And some spring onions over there. Pretty much I just wanted to put something in that garden bed so it didn't just sit there. You know, put the carrot down. And this is our last spot. There's our mystery squash. It is a pumpkin of some kind. There's another one on the inside. The few onions in here that did make it. The celery is definitely going to be ready to pluck here soon. It needs to be cut and put in the freezer. We have another mystery squash here, and it sprouted another little one, so we have 4. But this vine is all the mystery squash. It's crazy. And then, of course, our big heritage pumpkin. Now, these 2 plants here, these are the ones that came from that big pumpkin we bought last September in Costco. And there is a pumpkin in here somewhere. Where is it? There is a pumpkin. Oh, there it is. Found it. There he is. Oh, wait, there's another one. Okay, I thought I only had one. Ooh, and a honeybee. Where'd you go? There you are. He's coming around looking for some flowers, so we should probably get out of his way. That was pretty cool, though. I didn't realize we had 2. So even though we're probably not going to get any butternut, at least we have a couple of pumpkins. So yay! Anyway, the gardens, yeah, they look terrible. Like, very not good at all. But we are going to get some things, which is the important part. And at least I won't have to buy any carrots this winter. Didn't get enough peas. The beans we've just been eating. Not going to get enough squash. And not as many tomatoes as we did last year. But we will have enough for tomato sauce. So either way, I'm not overly happy with the gardens this year, but Mother Nature has not been kind. Alrighty, Gabby. Alrighty, everybody, I'm gonna go wash my carrot. I have to get ready for work. So, and I thought the last garden update was the worst garden update ever. This one probably tops it. Alrighty, everybody. Don't forget, I'm walking Terry Fox, so that link's down below. If you feel like donating, if not, not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my grandma. Just so you know. All right, folks. You guys all have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll see you next time as we continue our simpler life on PEI. Bye for now.